Hi to all my paranormal enthusiastic people, just like me and Lisa here. I am your or not your co-host, but your local host, Natasha Davini, and I am a very well-known medium throughout the community. You can book a reading with me personally on any of my social media accounts, or you can find me on Keen Psychic Advisors. This is my lovely client, Miss Lisa, and Lisa has been a client of mine for quite some time now. She comes to me for her all her daily needs and digests, and so I'm gonna go ahead and let her introduce herself. Hi, Lisa. How you doing, babe?
Hi, Natasha. Thank you for having me as a client. You're my go-to. Whenever I'm in doubt, I'm like, I need to ask Natasha because, life can get hectic and sometimes we just need that peace of mind. You're the one with the gift. So it's just such a relief to get a glimpse of like refresher. Peace
Yeah,
of
yeah,
mind.
girl. It does, and we all need it, girl. I'm always asking. I'm like, excuse me up there, like, what is going on? Help me down here. I don't know what to do. So I have to ask too. But I appreciate you, and I really love having you as a client. She's also become a friend. I can't even just say she's a client because we do like to chat it up and chit it up and all that good old stuff. So Miss Lisa is coming to me today with a couple questions, and she has agreed phenomenally to go ahead and let me record her reading so that we can share it with you. My accuracy, I can't say is unmatched, but I have the very beautiful gift to not only tap into the spirit realm, which her dad came with her, he's already here, and her grandma, which is always here. That's like her number one guide. And they assist me with answering questions, guys, and that's how I tap in. And see, confirmation. I don't know if y'all could hear that or not, but it was like ding. I also brought my EMF reader so you can see what happens as I tap in. All right, guys. So another thing I wanted to just highlight is the Crescent Hotel for my paranormal enthusiasts. If you guys want a stare and a stay all in one place, go check it out. It is loaded with paranormal activity and it has quite a bit of spirits in it. I tapped in a little while ago before this reading. There is at least seven. I was able to watch a man jump, or at least I assumed he had jumped from the top of the roof, only to find out that he actually had fell, unfortunately, during his demise. But yeah, so that's your paranormal destination of the day, guys, and I'll make a further video later on about that. But we're going to go ahead and let Miss Lisa take the stage so she can get her questions answered, because that's why we're here, and she paid for it. So about that.
Yes, Natasha has to get that going. I want to confirm this prediction that you had
Mhm.
last year about that guy that was staying at my mom's house and how you said
Yes.
he left. He asked to come back, and he did, in fact, come back. But
How's
he,
that for psychic?
yeah. So I really wanted you to get that confirmation because that definitely did happen. He came back. Um, he
Mhm.
he stayed out. Like he's like, oh, I'm gonna try to make it work with my fiance or my wife, whatever.
Yeah.
But remember, he's the one that has this secret identity. So
Yes. And
also,
cheating. He's a cheater too. She
also,
caught him. Sorry.
he was saying that she kicked him out because he was staring at another woman at the store and that she's just so jealous, blah 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 blah. So whatever, he
Mm-mm.
asked my mom if he can get that room again. And then whatever, he's like, never mind, I'm gonna try to make it work, but like, can I still have that room? Like, I'll pay you for the room just in case it doesn't work out and I can come back. And then my mom like went in there for whatever reason and she found his passport. Like you said, one day one of us
Yep.
is gonna find like
Kind of.
his, like, I don't know if it's his real name, I don't know, but whatever, we got his passport. So I
Not
was
on his
like,
passport.
yeah,
Mm-mm. It's
that
not.
was a
It's not
different
his running.
way. But yeah, I tried to look him up in Interpol or whatever, and I couldn't find anything. Like, it didn't like allow me to do the search, but whatever. Hopefully, the truth will come out.
It will, because he's going to slip up. They're showing me slip up. So he's actually going to leave his real identification. He hides it very well. Like they're showing me this black duffel bag he carries with him like quite frequently. It's in that duffel bag.
I'm gonna write this.
Yeah, that's where you'll find his actual identification. And they're showing me like I can never say the name of that country. Right? It's like Nicaragua or something like that.
Uruguay.
Okay. Yes,
That's where
they
he's
said
from. I
yes.
don't know if that's the one that you're thinking about.
Yes. Yeah, but they're showing me it's like that area, like it's right by Nicaragua. Like they're very close together in Central America.
I'm
So
writing
yeah,
it
write that
down.
down too. I knew it. How
I
rappers like it. I mean, yeah,
I
I can see
put
you writing, but
yeah, Nicaragua.
so they're showing me truth will set him free. My biggest concern is, we will be live, but the previous concerns that we also spoke about, a different situation with him,
Yes.
that is my bigger concern. So just like we had talked about before, if you take your son over there, your son's older, but any children and any
Yeah.
children,
I already told my
to,
mom like we're not gonna
yeah,
be going over
yeah,
there. If she wants to see us, like she would have to like come to our house, but like we're gonna stay away because she's the one that keeps allowing him there, and I don't feel comfortable, and that's that. But
yeah,
hopefully, and I just hope that you're wrong in that sense for
yeah.
that situation, but whatever is gonna
Well,
happen in this life is what's gonna happen.
yeah, I hope he gets busted before it happens again.
Right.
And that's why they brought him before in that previous reading. They brought him forth to say, "Hey, this is a warning. This is who this guy really is, and to be careful." The beautiful part about it is your mom doesn't have a lot of children that go over there, so that's good. I mean, you do have like nieces and nephews, but they don't go over as often, and I don't see them being left alone anytime soon. So that's great. Oh, and for the guys, for everybody watching, if you see me look off to the side, that's because I'm tapping in. Like the way my gift works is I have to like turn so I can see them in my peripheral, and that's how I get my answer. So just a heads up. But they are highlighting your sister. So you did have some questions about this
Yes.
house still.
So
So
I had. Oh, sorry to interrupt. I just
no,
wanted to
fine.
give you like the full overview. Like I had been trying to. We had spoken like, oh, okay, like I'm gonna get my own house eventually. I started setting my intentions, like preparing. What does it take to get a house? So I started to look up houses in my area.
Mm-hmm.
They're all like in the millions, like $1 million and up, just for like
Yeah.
so my mom has a townhouse, and basically the same townhouse is now going for $1 million, and the only way to find like in the 500s thousands is to live like far away from where we typically live, where we want to live.
Girl, remind me
And
not to move to Florida. Shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, so my sister out of nowhere, while I was doing this research, and I kind of just like, well, I don't have $1 million yet, and I don't want
Yeah.
to buy a house. I really love where I live because they,
Mm-hmm.
if anything's wrong with my fridge, they're fixing it. If I need maintenance, like they're
Yes.
fixing it for free. So I just love that so much. But it's a
Yes.
1-1. I have a son. I need space,
You do need
so it would
space.
cost just as much, and it'll be basically like throwing money away. So whatever house, we're thinking about it, and then she hits me up. Hey, how would you feel about buying a house with me? So I'm just kind of like, we have very different personalities. Like we're night and day. She's night,
Yes,
I'm
that part.
day, and
Yes.
I'm just like, she
She
has no kids. She's in that party mode. Like she loves to stay out. Blah blah
plus
blah. And
she
I'm just like,
also she I gotta tell you what they're showing me.
go.
So they're already showing me like revolving door. Some of her personal life is like a revolving door, so that's something else to kind of take into account, that we don't really want your son exposed to multiple energies.
Yeah.
Um, your sister does have a very pessimistic view of life. She does kind of go from high to low. There is some emotional turmoil here. Aside that, though, I mean, she does work her ass off. She does like maintain her finances. I
Yeah.
can't say anything about that. I also don't see her sticking you with the house. Um, so if you did go into this, there would have to be a lot of ground rules and boundaries set. My biggest concern is Dad is showing me walk away. You do too. How can I put this? What he's showing me. So he's showing me you guys like this, and I'm hearing anything you can do, I can do better. So you do have a very competitive nature against each other, and there is, arguments that happen, and they have happened a lot with you too. Just because you
Yeah.
want to be right, she wants to be right, and you guys can't always mesh that well. That's another concern. Financially, yes. Emotionally and mental health wise, there would have to be very firm boundaries that would be set here, especially when it comes to people in and out of the house, because he keeps showing me a revolving door and just different individuals in and out, in and out, and in and out.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, the only, well, not the only way, I don't want to say the only way, like right now in this climate that would be possible to buy a house is, if I do it with someone else, which made me think like, what if I get in a relationship and I ended
Yes,
up buying this house with my sister?
you will.
Now I get in a relationship and he has to move in with me and my sister. Like, no, I know that I don't want that for myself, but I know that she had it, in a financial standpoint, but at the same
Yeah.
time, maybe she wanted to use that as an opportunity to kind of mend the relationship, because we're very
Hmm.
like distant, and I know she kind of
Yes.
did that as a, well, I don't want to always have a bad relationship with my sister, so maybe this would bring us closer. But it wouldn't if she didn't give up that lifestyle, which she
Hmm.
probably won't, because she doesn't want to have kids, doesn't have a relationship, is always switching jobs, whether, or like whether she has, her finances in order.
Yeah.
It's not
Yes, she does.
without switching jobs. Yes, for higher
Frequently.
pay, but it's still like 5 jobs in 1 year. Like, I can't
Yeah. So they
rely
are
on
showing me
that.
also very flighty, and they're showing me the Aquarius symbol. So she's probably an air sign of some sort, which is typical. They can't ever make up their
No,
mind.
she's a
Huh?
Capricorn.
That's what I would
January.
check her chart. I would check her chart. I guarantee
I'm
you she's
sure
got a
she
lot of
has.
air.
I'm
Yep.
sure she has.
Because, normally Capricorns are very grounded and rooted. So I'm actually kind of shocked. But if I seen like her moon sign or,
Right.
her south node, I'd be like, yep, I pegged you. You're an air
I
sign.
know.
Um,
Yeah.
she also can be quite judgmental. Your dad is showing me judgmental. What's crazy about that situation is that she doesn't want anybody else to judge her, but she's quite judgmental herself, especially when it comes to something that is not within her scope of like interests. Um, I mean, I don't see a big issue. Like, I don't see her being home a lot. If you set those firm boundaries. She doesn't want kids. She doesn't mind your son because he's older, so he's not like a little kid. He's also showing me a for sale sign. So eventually you guys would have to sell this home. And it's going to be a lot faster. It's almost like you no sooner buy it and you're going to turn around and have to sell it because you are going to go your separate ways. You also can't afford that mortgage by yourself. So in liaison, she moves out because they're showing me him, or your dad is showing me her pack her stuff and like move out. So with
Right.
that
Leaving
being
me with the
right,
burdens.
exactly, and
Yeah.
you aren't in that financial situation. I mean, you're not doing bad. Like, don't
Right.
get me wrong,
Right.
but it's $1 million home. I mean, that's like $3,000 a month in Florida or more.
Easily. Easily.
Right.
So I'd
So
rather take those $3,000 and get a 3-bedroom apartment that has free maintenance, the
yes.
whole shebang, pool, gym, events, blah
Mm.
blah 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 blah.
He's showing me a green check mark. That would be great. That would also give you guys the opportunity too, that if somebody wanted to go their own way, they could without being stuck. You could afford it by yourself because you guys will go like fairly quickly, like within a year. He showed me 1 year and he showed me the calendar turn. So within 1 year, you guys will make your separation. You guys just aren't compatible to be in the same house together. I got to tell you, like they show me, I don't really, sugarcoat anything. You two are not compatible. Now, about this man, because Dad is highlighting him. Granny also wants to ask about, what did you trip on? Like, what happened? Was this the other morning? What did you trip on? She's showing me you tripped.
I trip a lot. I tripped not that long ago, actually. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
This
I
was in your
tripped on
room.
something.
Yeah, this was like in your bedroom.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I said like, oh shit, I almost tripped, or oh shit, I
Yeah.
tripped. Almost
Yeah.
bust my
So
ass.
but
Like
she's
that.
highlighting that because she's seen it. So Granny was there and she was laughing at you. So that's why she's bringing it forward. And I guess that was also like a way to confirm, like, yeah, she said for the viewers, for the viewers. She's like, how's that for conflict information? I know that's right, Granny.
No, I think about it often when you brought up like my dad's picture next to this diamond necklace, and
Yeah.
I was like, what necklace? And you're like, the diamond one. And I was like,
The
and then
one.
I was like,
Yeah.
what diamond one? And you're like, the heart shape. I was like,
Girl, it scared
Okay,
me too. That was we were both stuck
that was
for a second
awesome.
because you were right in front of it. At that point, you're like, I am standing right in front of it, and I'm like, dude, you can't make this shit up. Look, I got cold chills just talking about it.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I was
seriously,
like, no, you can, you can. I was like, she's not in the room with me. No cameras. Like, no.
and I'm in Ohio, like I'm a long way away. Girl, it'll take me like
And
3 days to get to
I
you.
think it was put away. I don't know if at that time it was hanging off the picture frame, or I keep it in the box
Yeah,
usually because I don't like to
it,
look at it because it's from my ex. But I love hearts and I love diamonds, so I was just like, whatever. I'm not gonna pawn it yet.
I know that's right, girl. I'd
So
have
I
kept
keep
that
it
shit
away.
too.
But yeah, that's like the only real like neck like diamonds that I have because I'm allergic, so I don't usually wear anything. So I keep that one because it's real. But I'm just like,
Yeah, I know that feeling all too well. Like some of these, like I'll wake up itching, and I'm like, but I love them. I can't take them off. It's my
yeah.
protection. But also, so side note, she's showing me finances. You got a bonus coming. So this is at work. This is what she was highlighting about work. There's a bonus coming, or this is a raise. You've been working your ass off for this. There's a review coming, another review. At that review, you're going to get a raise. So don't fret. Don't worry about it. You got this, girl. You've like major improvements. They are super happy with your performance.
So I work at a law firm and we're doing a mass torts litigation, and we sign up clients to represent, and we're like at 2,800 something, and they're like at 3,000 you'll get a bonus. So get those clients.
How's that for psychic? You're almost there.
Yeah, so we're almost
Look.
there. It's almost like a guaranteed bonus. Like, it's gonna take time. Like, we're almost there, but
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Actually, it's going to happen a lot sooner. She's showing me sooner than later. It's going to happen a lot sooner. You're going to get this bonus right around May, right around the 18th of May.
Okay, I'm gonna write that.
Yep. And ding ding, I know you heard that in the background. Ding ding, my daughter's phone went ding ding. That was confirmation. So if you've been worried about that bonus, that was her like coming through and saying, "Hey, no." Dad, though, what? Dad showed me a cake. When's Dad's birthday, or is this your birthday? It says
April
happy
9.
birthday.
His is
Okay.
April 9 and mine is April 29.
Okay, so happy birthday from Dad. He didn't forget. They don't forget over there. They definitely will confirm. You were wishing. He's playing that song. When you wish upon a star, you've been wishing for something. Make sure you get your own cake. Make a wish. It's gonna come true.
I wish to win that freaking lotto. I am
Girl,
still
listen, I was literally just seeing a fucking lottery ticket. See, that's the shit I be talking about. That shit creep me out. Like,
oh my God, you know what?
Look, can you see it? Listen, look, y'all. That you can't make fucking cold chills up. I got fucking cold chills, dude.
I was like, I'm not gonna give up hope. It could happen to anyone. So why not me? Like, I gotta like play to win. So
Girl,
I'm
that
not
shit's $1
gonna
billion.
get
Play that
discouraged.
shit tomorrow. Girl,
It's
$1
like
billion.
at 7 million or something like that. Like
Girl,
870
listen.
something $1 million. Like, I don't even care if I get 1/4 of that. Like, I'll be
$1
happy.
million. Man, I know that's right. Like, just give me $1 million, 2 million,
Right?
because you play the little kicker thingy or whatever it is. Girl,
Yes.
listen. I know if I win that lottery, I'd have said I'm sharing with quite a few of my clients that are repeat customers, and you are one of
Right.
them. So,
I'm
for Rob,
always
like,
like
here
in
you
my
go,
head,
Lisa.
I'm
Thank
like,
you.
if I win the lotto, Natasha's not gonna have to work because I'm
Oh,
taking,
thank
I'm gonna pay
you.
her salary for the years for life. No, I mean, of course you can get your clients on the side.
That's why I
I'm not
love
a
you.
hater. I'm
See,
not a
see.
hater.
I know that is one of my favorite things about you. Like, we just vibe from the get go, and like Lisa is so fabulous, y'all. Like, she is, and she's single, guys. I'm just saying, but she don't want no
No
boys, because
crazy
I will
people.
tell on you. I will tell on y'all. So if you come for her, you better make sure you come correct. Because listen, I got all the tea, and I can remote view. So if you out here, wife or girlfriend or any of that, trust me, she gonna know because you can't hide it, anyways. But
No
speaking of that,
variation.
man.
Oh my God, yeah. So back to my
um,
love.
So this gentleman has kind of been hung up a little bit. They kind of pulled him back. Now, don't shoot the messenger.
No.
The reason being, as you have been kind of in and out, they're showing me in and out. Your emotions have been very high and low when it comes to love. One minute you're like, yep, I'm ready. And the next minute you're like, F these dudes. I don't want nothing to do with this. I cannot. You're very high and low. So in order for them to bring you this gentleman, they keep playing that song by India.Arie, I Am Ready for Love. In order for you to really have him come forth, you got to be ready. Your vibration has to match what you're manifesting. That's the key. And because your vibration's high and low, and you're like, well, I'm too busy. I don't have time. I can't do this. I can't do that. Honey, when this man comes along, you're going to have to make time because this is a catch like you ain't never seen before. This man is financially secure. This man is genuine. This man wants kids. This man loves kids. They keep showing me his dog. I think this is like a Malamute or like a Husky. He definitely has a dog. He's very genuine. Um, he has longer hair though. Like they're showing me his hair being pulled back and they're showing this is new. So he's been growing his hair out. You are supposed to meet him in May. They're showing me get ready. Get ready. You have to ground yourself. Girl, I don't care if you go hug a tree. Get ready.
I'm writing this down. I want to meet him. Well, let me tell you. So I'm like putting myself out there in a sense. Like I'm accepting like, you know,
applications. Sorry.
Yeah, applications are like outings. You know, like when my friends want to like, oh, let's go to the store. Let's go to the mall. Like I'm like, let's go.
The
Let's
mall.
go.
When you just said mall, they showed me like the green check mark and it was circled. That mall, how close is it to your job? Because they're showing me your job and they're showing me a map. It says not
So
far.
there's a mall. It's called Brickell City Center, and it's a very high end mall. But I never go there
You should go there.
High end as fuck. I can't buy nothing there, but I'll go just to sit outside.
Girl, we window shopping for the man. Screw the damn shit. Like
I'm just gonna eat some ice cream, looking around like.
Even if you just like go out there, show me outside, like the outside, like the front of the building, even if it's just outside, like he goes there.
I used to sit outside in the front, but then this weirdo like hobo came up to me and I'm just like, oh, and I'm so nice that I can't like shoo them away. So I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah, that's some boundaries they keep mentioning, girl. We got to work on that.
I know.
You know what though? You've done a lot better. I am super proud of you. Like they are showing me making progress. You are making progress.
I'm trying. I literally tell my coworker,
Mom.
like, can you get me that? Yeah. I've been trying. Every time I'm like, Natasha.
They are showing me though, like you're not falling for her gaslighting techniques, which is absolutely beautiful. She has tried though. She has absolutely tried. But the beautiful part is that she's starting to kind of see the error of her ways. Dad is showing me error. And she is kind of like on the teeter-totter. He's showing me mom on a teeter-totter. She's back and forth. And so that is good. Like she's attempting. It's not an overnight fix. It's not like she's going to be able to just wave a magic wand and be all better. Unfortunately, your mother has, she's been through a lot too. She really honestly has. She didn't expect to be where she's at right now. She didn't expect your dad not to be here. She's still kind of processing that, and she hasn't really unpacked it.
Speaking of that,
yeah,
there was a bird that flew into the house. I don't know. Her boyfriend like feeds the bird apparently, but I don't know if it was the first time or something. But like, there's a bird in the house, and my dad used to love birds, so I'm just like, oh, is that my dad like trying to? And he went right on his side of the bed too, like up at the top. I was just like, aw, Dad.
But remember, I think it was the second time he came through. He kept highlighting birds. And you were like, I haven't seen any birds. Well, now you have. You didn't see it, but your mom did. And at that conversation, we were also talking about your mom.
Yeah, no, he loved birds. At his funeral, we released birds for him. Like, he loved birds.
So birds are always a sign too from like any spiritual realm. Yes, I'm here. Yes, I still watch you. It's kind of funny is that birds on a scientific level can actually pick up vibrations and they can sense like human vibrations. They can sense vibrations in the air. That's why birds will go quiet and stuff like in the middle of a storm, like a serious storm, but they can also communicate and pick up like frequency from the spirit realm.
The day after, like, I think the day after my dad died, or like the day after the funeral, one of those, there was an owl on the back road, a white owl just perched up. I was like, if that is not my dad, I don't know what, somebody. I'm like, white owl out of nowhere. Where do you see a white owl? It was the craziest thing ever.
You don't, and that was definitely a confirmation. But here's why I'm over here smiling like an idiot, like and looking like so. Right in front of me, like over here in front of my fireplace, I have a big statue that's a white owl, and I was just looking at it as you said that shit.
It was just, I will never forget. I even took a picture of it. Like it was looking right at us, and I had the time. It didn't even fly away. It stayed there, and I was like, wow,
It's
that is
funny is because like he
amazing.
liked birds of prey. He liked birds like owls, hawks, things like that. He's also showing me like a red bird, like a cardinal. So that was something else. And he looked at them because your dad was very much in tune. I wouldn't say religiously, but more like a spiritual aspect. You know, he believed in God. He believed in signs, synchronicities. He's showing me like feathers and pennies too. So that's something else that's been found recently or will be found. What's this coin collection though? He's showing me like a coin collection.
So we have these like queen, like it's like a silver coin. I don't know. It's like a collection that he had,
Okay.
and it was
Mm.
like these big silver coins. I don't even know what they are, to be honest,
Susan
but I
B.
have them.
Anthony's. Hmm.
But I
Yeah,
have
he's
them.
showing me Susan B. Anthony's. Um, so he's showing me fetch and like an auction. You know, he wouldn't be upset if you sold them to get a house because he's showing me them be removed and money be put on the table and then the house be set down in front of you.
Oh,
Those coins are worth quite a bit of money.
oh, I'm gonna check because I
Yeah,
only have like
they're,
a few, but they're like cool. I don't know, I just have
yeah,
them there.
it was his pride and joy. He showed me pride and joy. So this kind of was like his pride and joy or his thing, like everybody, besides tools, because he keeps showing me tools and like him work on stuff. So aside
Oh,
that, yeah, that was like his go-to hobby. He also liked to not lose, but sit and like listen to music. He's showing me him sit outside, music going. He's drinking, I believe this is a beer, but it's got a sleeve on it, so it could be a soda.
he
But this
loves
was like
Blue
his
Moon.
thing. Yep. He would watch the birds
Yeah,
too and sunsets. He's showing me sunsets. So this was like his peace of mind, what he did to kind of relax and unwind. Also, like when you're thinking or you're watching the sunsets, because he's showing me watching, especially towards the beach. Like he keeps showing me at like a beach now. Think about him. This is him.
oh
Find
wow.
me in the sunset. That's what he just said. Find me in the sunset.
I always stare at the sun. Like I love, like if I didn't go blind staring at it, like I would stare at it like, not a like on the side, but I love the sun. I literally was just saying how much I love the sun, and I every like when it shines through the clouds, I'm
Yes,
just like, wow, I bet you that's heaven right there.
it
I'm
is,
just like,
girl. Mhm.
yeah, I'm just like, wow, all of my friends and family in that nice array.
And they're always like with you. Like he's been a lot with you a lot more lately. He's shown me a lot more because you have been in that high and low energy.
Yeah.
It is the planet alignment. It's also like he's showing me spiritual upgrade. So it is also like a spiritual upgrade. You do have, your gifts are getting stronger. You have a very beautiful gift of intuition too. Uh,
I've
but
been
he
like
showed me,
predicting a lot of shit. And I'll give you a little
yes,
example just to like
I'm
confirm that.
excited.
One of my
Mhm.
coworkers was telling a story about her friend who this guy cheated on her, and I was like, I bet you his name was Christian. She's like, oh, his name was Chris, and I was like, I just pulled that
Yeah,
out of
that's
my
it.
ass, and she's like, I was like, oh,
But
and that,
yes, because you do, yeah. Like, and I tell everybody all the time, I'm like, I can't say everybody has psychic abilities because that's not true. Okay. Because,
right,
a lot of the spiritual community that wants to preach, no, they don't. They really just don't. Some people have absolutely no abilities whatsoever. They're very closed minded. They're just here to be here because that's their position. You play your position. Cool. But most people do. But it's not always like mediumship. We have tarot readers, we have psychics, we have seers, we have clairvoyants, claircognizant. It goes on and on and on.
yeah,
But everybody has gifts. And the beautiful part is you're starting to trust your gifts. And now that you're starting to trust your gifts, like we've talked about, look at it. Look at this shit. Girl, you are on fire. They're playing Alicia Keys, Girl on Fire. Shut up. I mean, but you are financially. Dad's showing me all as well. You're doing really well financially. Okay, so he's highlighting some friends. These are previous friends. I'm hearing get ready. You've got some blasts from the past. This is that damn girl.
which girl?
The whole girl with the boyfriend and the phone number. Yes, listen, Linda.
Oh my
Listen,
god! And
Linda.
you want and it's always around April because her birthday is April 25. One of the other girls is April 14. No, April 11.
Yeah.
April 11 or April 14, I forget. And then the other girl that I didn't like, her birthday is April 30th. So they always gather, and like these past 2 years, ever since I said I don't fuck with that girl and I'm not gonna be around her and pretend I'm her friend, like I don't need to subject myself to that energy just because you like to be fake and hang out and talk shit about each other. Like that's so dumb to
Yeah,
me. So I separated myself, and they've been having like their little April birthday celebrations like without me, which I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Last year I went
that
on a
part.
cruise. The year before that, like who knows? Like I did a spa day. Like
Hmm.
I don't need you guys, and I don't even need y'all coming back either. But whatever. I gotta.
And they're getting ready to pop back up. I'm hearing pop up, guess who? Pop up, guess who? And they're showing me a Jack in the Box. So she is getting ready to pop back up. It is shadow period of Mercury retrograde. I believe Mercury retrograde starts officially on April 3rd, but don't quote me on that. I can't swear to it. I have to look. With that being said, though, when it doesn't bring, it's not always romantic relationships as like everybody likes to lead to believe, but it can be also personal relationships. And she is getting ready to pop up. Her apology is fake, though. Don't believe it. They're showing me fake apology. So not only is the apology fake, but she's also going to try to she needs you. It's the bottom line. You did give her like a confidence boost in a sense
I
because you
bet.
did always like lift her up. A lot of your old circle didn't do that.
Yeah.
So this is why she's coming back. She needs you to kind of pull her up by the freaking pants because she's
Yeah.
done
I
hit the
get that.
bottom again.
Oh my God, is
Mm,
that the one with the boyfriend? That scammer
it
boyfriend?
is.
And I
It
saw the
is.
scammer at Publix the other day, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, and he did go back and tell her, as you know. They're on rocks though, like they're showing me like rocky terrain, like terrain, I should say.
Well,
So they're
supposedly they broke up, and
mhm.
but they always back and forth, back and forth. So I'm like, I don't even give a
Yes.
shit. Oh, you're off. Good for you. I don't even
Yeah,
give.
it's hard to tell when they're off and on. So they are back semi on. He's showing me them step on a like a pedestal or whatever you want to call that thing. So they are kind of like getting back into a relationship, but it's still very rocky. Um, he cheats, she cheats. There's a lot of arguing, misunderstandings, lack of communication. Um, but
Anyway, on the side,
unfortunately,
I'm sorry to cut you off. I do not care about them. I don't want to waste 5 minutes listening to them because I have an important question, something that's
yes,
been
go
on my
for it.
mind. As you know, I was a surrogate, and
Yes, she's fine.
I felt really good about the journey, but at the same time, like I had a mom that already had her first journey, so she wasn't even that involved throughout my journey. So I'm like, damn, should I do it again?
No.
But then it makes me think about
Mm,
what if I get with somebody and then we want to
yeah.
have kids, and here I am trying to snap
Yeah.
back.
So right now is not the time. The grandma and dad are saying not the time. It is not the time to be a surrogate because you are getting ready to meet this man. If you are a surrogate at that time, even though he wouldn't be opposed to it, that's just not something that, I can't say that he agrees with because that's not really what they're showing me. He would want to wait to move forward with the relationship until after the surrogacy was over. He is
Yeah.
the type of man that doesn't, very, I guess, integrity and morals is the best way to show it because, or speak it from what they're showing me, is because he doesn't want to have adult time with that type of situation. It's just not something that he finds attractive.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. And
And you don't
I
want to miss
only
this.
no, no, I don't. It's
Yeah.
fine. I only thought about it
Yeah.
because of how good the money is, and like when you do it the second time around, it's even better. And
Hmm.
I'm just like really want, to, I guess if I were to buy a house, that would have been like the perfect way to like kickstart. So I'm just like, what's gonna get me there?
That
You
explains
know?
why dad was showing me that coin collection.
I'm gonna
He
look
was
into
showing me the coin collection for the house because you were thinking about having the surrogate or doing surrogacy again for the house. You won't need to do that if you sell the coin collection.
I'm gonna look into the coins, and I also wonder what product, because I know I want to add a product to my Etsy, but like I'm just like I always get stuck when it comes to like what I know. I feel like I personalize it too much because it's not even
Yes.
about me. It's about the
Mhm.
customer and like what I might want. or whatever people don't want, and it's like the product that I think of the least is the one that does the best. Like this I'll show you right now if I can. Hold on. This is what I saw on my Etsy. It's a push to start cover, and I
Absolutely.
bought this for myself. And I posted it like, look at this cute thing that I bought for myself. And somebody's like, where'd you get that? And I didn't want to tell them where I got it. I was like, you're gonna buy it from me. So I started to sell them, and it's been a hit. It hasn't been
Yes,
like,
girl.
blow up thousands of clients, but I've sold over 100, and that's a
And
lot
that
to
girl,
me.
it is, especially just starting out.
Off of some random thing. Like, so I'm just like, oh, I wonder what the
So
next.
yeah. So then the next thing is they're showing me like different like car or like steering wheel covers, matching sets like butterflies, dragons, dragonflies, things like that. I would add those to your store, especially since it will go into the theme of cars. And being that your customers have already started shopping for their cars, this will give them something else to buy for their cars.
Do you think, and this might be like a rhetorical question, but like if I made a TikTok shop,
Yes.
people keep telling me to do TikTok shop,
Yes.
and I'm like, would it pop off? I don't know.
Yes, but it is going to take time and dedication. They're showing me time and dedication. It's going to take you about 3 to 6 months before you see like a huge result from it. But he's playing that song, "Don't Stop." So don't stop believing, and just post a little bit here, post a little bit there, do videos. Don't expect it to be like an overnight success, but it will be successful.
I'm
So
writing
don't
this down.
stop. You're fine.
As far as like, if I do get a house, and sorry to like backtrack,
You're fine.
do you think it's gonna be with the person that I get with like my forever, or do you think it's something that I would do on my own, and then if he has a property and I have a property, like we'll just rent it out and have our own? Like, I don't know.
Yes, so he is already a homeowner. They're highlighting that he already owns his home. So this is going to be something that you do on your own, which will be around September. They're showing me house shop for sale signs. So right around September is when you're going to start actually making the steps to buy a house on your own. Don't worry about anything else, like how you're going to do it, funding, all that. That's going to be approved. He's also showing me no commitments. I really wouldn't make any commitments for like looking for an apartment or something at this time, because there are houses that you can find that are on the outskirts. He's showing me, look on the outskirts of town. It's still close, but it's not super close. You won't be right around the corner, but you can afford it. You will have your own house.
Okay.
You showed me rent to own. I would look for rent to own properties.
Okay, I'm writing this. I wonder if it'll be a townhouse. I kind of want a townhouse.
He said no. He keeps showing me like this is like a little like flat, I guess is the best way to explain it. It is blue. It does have like some bushes and stuff around like the outskirts of it, but it's just like a one-story house. But it's fairly large. I wouldn't say it's small by any means.
Okay.
It's got a cute little like walkway. He keeps showing me like he's highlighting the walkway. It's like cobblestone. It's super cute. I want to say it's like a 1950s flat. It reminds me very much of like a 1950s era.
Interesting.
And he's showing me no stairs. No stairs, Lisa, no stairs.
I don't have stairs right now, and I love it. I
Yeah.
always had stairs in my mom's house, the house that we shared.
Yeah, that's a lot. Stairs suck, especially in the middle of the night. Like if your bedroom's downstairs, like I speak from experience, I hate it.
Moving stuff too, moving like furniture.
Yep.
Swag.
So we are coming up on time, Miss Lisa. Do you have any other questions before we go?
Yes, I have one question.
Go for it, Mama.
It relates to like school. I did take like a break because I had to withdraw from that school that I didn't like, and I'm looking to go to the school, like the college that I want to transition into on May 26th. Oh my god, I have two questions, but let me make this one quick about school. Because I also have to pull up to my son right here. I just want to know if I like do school slow and steady, if I'm gonna like really go through with it. Like I obviously want to persevere and all that good stuff, but do you still see me being a paralegal or even a lawyer? That's the
So
question.
yes, I do, but like, don't shoot the messenger. You've got to really hunker down and stop second guessing yourself. So the problem is that you get all gung ho and you're like, "Yep, I'm going to do it," and then you start to doubt yourself. That is what's holding you up. It's not
Yeah.
that you can't do it. It's not that you're not meant to do it. It's that you quickly get sidetracked and distracted, and you start to feel like you're not good enough. That's what we need to be focusing on. If you keep at it, you absolutely will succeed at this.
I
You're
have to.
supposed to succeed at this.
Yeah, I have to.
Don't give up.
Instead, I'm around like attorneys all day, and like my coworkers are studying for the LSAT, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not even there yet. Not that I'm comparing, but I'm just like, oh my god, like it's a 3-hour test, blah blah
It
blah, and
is.
that's just to apply to get into law school. So it's like it's a lot, and I'm just like not nowhere near that. So I'm just like, wow, it's gonna take me a long time to get there. But I don't care
Mhm.
if I take one class a freaking year. Like I'm gonna do it.
You can do it. I mean, he showed me 4 years. Dad showed me 4 years out. So within 4 years, you will absolutely either like going into law school because he showed me law school, or you're like 2 years in. Um, don't stop believing and don't stop going. You absolutely can do it. He's also showing me scheduling. That's something else that you really need to work on is like your scheduling. Like you need to make yourself a schedule and you need to stick to it.
Yeah, is that I'm focused on my son right now.
Mhm.
Tuesdays and Thursdays he has soccer. Then he wants to do football Saturdays, and then I have him tutoring on the other days. So I'm just like,
When?
I have no help. Because my
Excuse me.
next
Excuse
question
me.
was gonna be about my baby daddy, who didn't show up to court today. So I'm just like, wow. And this judge like gave him basically another pass. All right, we're gonna reschedule, and like then if he doesn't show up to the next one, like we'll sanction him, or like we'll see what
They
sanctions.
will.
I'm just like,
Yep. Here is where he gets sanctioned. And remember, they kept showing me this judge was going to get to the point where she's like, okay, enough is enough. Because it is nothing but excuses. And he does keep giving excuses. Of course, he didn't show up again today because, as we know, he's going to fail. It's as simple as that. And he's trying to avoid that, but he also can't get himself together. He can't get his life together. Dad showed me he can't get his life together. I wouldn't worry about it. Just let it play out. He absolutely is not going to show again. He absolutely is going to get sanctioned. He's not working, so that's just an excuse, and he will get busted for that.
I wonder about his father, who was an addict. The last time I spoke to like his girlfriend,
Yeah.
who also was an addict, but they broke up, and she basically said he's living on the street. So I'm like nervous for him.
Yes. Yes.
Do you think he'll ever
Unfortunately,
get clean? Not get clean. I don't
not
know.
fully. Not fully. I don't ever see him getting fully clean, unfortunately. And so he's ready to make and take the necessary steps to get clean because he genuinely believes he needs it. And that's what it boils down to. Addiction is a very hard habit to break. He has a lot of trauma in his life. He has a lot of victim mindset, a lot of victim mentality going on here. He can't cope in life. He just can't. And until he gets therapy and counseling, I don't see that changing.
I wonder if his parents will like extend their arm, because I asked them once and they're like, no, like we wouldn't let him back.
Nope.
But I'm like, as a parent, like if your child is asking for it, like I don't think they
Mm-mm.
would be cruel, but I'm just like, oh, I don't want him to live on the street. Like I don't. It's so sad. I saw
But
this
he
whole
is.
Instagram. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I saw this whole
Yeah.
Instagram of like just addicts on the street, and like some of them who just die on the street. So I'm like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
that's my son's grandpa, you know? Like
And, you know, the sympathy is there because, as my cousin here,
yeah.
she died of an overdose, and actually quite a few of my closest people, did. But until he's ready, there is absolutely nothing anybody can do. And even though the addiction itself, I don't really so much believe is a choice because, people are looking for a way to escape. His parents won't help him because, he has done some pretty questionable things to them when they opened their home and extended their kindness to him. And sometimes you have to have that tough love mentality. And that's kind of where they're at in this journey, just because they have tried multiple times to get him in rehab, and rehab has failed. He goes right back out there. He goes right back to drugs. he's not ready. And you can lead him to the water all day long, but if he's not going to drink, then there's nothing anybody can do. And that's kind of where he's at. And I don't want you to, offer your home either. Dad's highlighting that. You must have thought about it. That's a no.
No, I
Mm-mm.
haven't thought about it, but I think about that
Yeah.
he knows where I live, and I'm wondering like
Yeah.
if one day he'll show up trying
Mm-mm.
to like, I don't know, can I shower here? I don't know.
Yeah, he will show up eventually because, he has nowhere else to turn to. But don't do it. Don't do it.
Do you see what
Unfortunately,
I'm moving? I just don't
yeah,
want people to know where I live, so I'm just like, fuck, I want to move, but now I'm debating between house and apartment
September.
because my lease is up in December, so I'm like, fuck, I have to, something has to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
So they're showing me September. This is when you're going to start your transition. They're showing me house hunting for sale. And like I said, it could be rent to own. It could be, the for sale can mean multiple things. But around September, you're going to start looking. You will be out of there mid-October. He's showing me Halloween, and I'm hearing that song, "This is Halloween." So it's going to be around Halloween time. It's going to happen a lot faster than you think. He's showing me you signed the contract and you're good to go. You'll actually be out of there before December.
Wow.
All right, love.
All right. Well, I love you so much. Thank you for having me. We're going to talk soon anyway, but.
True story. I love you so much too, girl, and I appreciate you for letting me record you. I know it was a little bit nerve-wracking, but don't feel bad. I was nervous too. All right, love. I love everybody's faces. If you would like to book a reading, you can message me at Natasha Davini on Facebook or the Phoenix Code 616. You can also find me on Keen Psychic Advisors, also under the Phoenix Code 616. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.